Hello, this is Productions, and here is my second Q&A I've ever done on this channel. So, thank you for leaving so many questions on this video. This video is definitely going to be more than 10 minutes long, so sit back and relax and enjoy, and I hope all your questions get answered. So, these questions are from Northwestern04. What is your favourite colour? Orange. Do you watch sport? No, I do not watch sport. What is your favourite movie? Okay, I'll talk about my non-Thomas favourite movie and my favourite Thomas movie. So my favourite Thomas movie is probably... I'm probably going to go with Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. I know you're going to kill me for not saying The Adventure Begins, but... The Adventure Begins was kind of just the original stories, even though it was good they did it. And Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure I just found more unique, and I couldn't really find many flaws of it, and sadly in The Adventure Begins I can find quite a few flaws, like Henry, for example. And in The Legend of the Lost Treasure I can't find much wrong with it, so that's probably my favourite. My favourite non-Thomas film, and my favourite film of all time, is Paddington 2. I absolutely love it. The film is so good. Like, I especially love the train scene with Tornado. That is amazingly done. I just love every second of it. Ever since it came out on DVD, I've watched it every single day. I just find it I find it really funny at times and quite sad. Like, especially, spoiler alert, when Paddington's in the brake van of the train, he's like drowning. It's so sad. And then you think he's not going to be saved, and then he is. And I just like it all with the train, and him trying to cross with the ladder is so funny. And the music is so good, and Paddington nearly getting killed by the tunnel, and yeah, and the villain's really good as well. Probably much better than the first one, even though the first one's still good. Okay, next question. What is your favourite TV show? Ooh, I've got quite a lot. I like the A-Team. That's really good. That's one of my favourites. As you can tell, I've done stuff. There's been some 18 hints across my channel. I kind of like... What other ones is there? Ooh. Kind of like Downton Abbey. Alright. That's the... Yeah, that's quite good. Trying to think about TV shows I watch. Those are the only ones I can really think of at the moment, which I like. There's one called Little House on the Prairie, which is really good. It's about American in the 1800s, and it's really good. Really sad ending as well. I'm not going to spoil what happens at the end. It's just really sad. So this set of questions are from Scottish Steamer 06. Favourite Season 1 episode? Dirty Objects, which is my favourite episode of all time. Favourite Sodor station? Ooh, I haven't really thought about that. I want to say Tidmouth. Before answering that question, this is really annoying me. James's tender is. I need to get back on the track. It was popping up in the air, really annoying me. Train stops, play or escape? Ooh, that is hard. Oh, that is a hard choice you throw me there, because I love Stepney as a character, one of my favourite characters, and I like Caroline, or Escape when I introduce Oliver. I'm going to have to say Escape on this one. Next question, Donald or Douglas? They're basically the same, but I would say Douglas because he saved Oliver. But I still think they're the same, kind of. Even though they can work on their own, they can have episodes on their own, but I think they work well as a duo. Stepney or Wilbert? Definitely Stepney. I'm not a big fanboy of Wilbert. He's alright, but Stepney's much better. These questions are from Lego Master. Favourite Thomas fan series on that internet that's made using models, no trains? Oh, okay, I'll just say some of my favourites. My favourite of all time is definitely Surgery and Conflict. That is amazing. It's one of the best series out there, so sad it's ending. Next one. I like Enterprising Engines. That's good. I really love Northwestern 04 series. Battle of Sodor's really good, and Tales from the Superstation. I probably prefer Tales of the Superstation, and as I voiced James in it, so please go and watch that series. Yeah, so my top 3 would probably be Soldier in Conflict, Enterprising Engines, and Tales from the Superstation. Other favourites: Battle of Sodor. Then there's other series there are. I think the other series I watch. Those are the ones I can think of at the moment. What's your favourite 00 engine you have that's not Thomas and Friends? My Flying Scotsman model. That's really good. Favourite medium to film with 00 wooden. I'd have to say wooden because it works much easier, because sometimes the trains don't always work and they get stuck halfway across the line. I've got to knock it, and it's always sometimes gets really stressful. But with wooden trains, I just attach some string to the wheels and pull them along, and it works so much easier. And yeah, so much so I made another series with it. Do you have a favourite narrator? Ringo Starr is my favourite. Then Michelangelis. Then Mark Morgan. I can't stand the US narrators. Pierce Brosnan. No, I can't remember his name. He was alright. He's better than the US ones. These questions are from Lindsay Adcianto. Sorry if I just butchered your name. Who are your top 10 characters? Okay, so James is my favourite. Bill and Ben is my second. Henry, third. Thomas, fourth. Yeah, I know you're going to hate me for that, but I like Thomas as a character. Fifth. Probably Toby. Sixth, Duncan probably. Then Paxton, Skiff. Who else? Rosie, and I'm just going to say Edward. But just remember, my top 3 are James, Bill and Ben, Henry. Who are your top 5 least favourite characters? The logging locos count as 3. Okay, so the logging losers. Charlie, Billy, other characters I really hate. So yeah, the logging losers, Charlie, Billy, and Hank, and I'm trying to think of one of those new series characters that I really don't like. That really waste time. No, sorry, those are the ones I can really think of at the moment. These questions are from Bat Film Studios. If you were to visit anywhere on Sodor first, where would you go? I kind of like to go to like Duck's branch line or Thomas's branch line. That would be probably my first places I'd want to go. Like, yeah. What is your favourite Bachmann model? My favourite Bachmann Thomas item is probably, just look at my shelf, probably Bill and Ben. They're the only Bachmann engines I have, but I still think they're the best. So Bill and Ben. Favourite layout you made for your Bachmann and Hornby? I've only made one layout for that, and that's the one you see in all my videos. It hasn't got a name, it's just layout. These questions from Great Waterton Studios. Favourite railway series book? 8 Famous Engines, without a doubt. I love it so much, I'm basing a movie off it, which is still happening. It's not cancelled. I'm definitely going to make sure it happened. As you can see Rosie in front of you, which was custom using Thomas Wood. I'm planning on getting a Thomas and a Percy in wood, so I can make a unboxing of them, review them as a wood model. Then I'd paint them, Thomas to be in black to be Ginty, and then Percy to be Pug. So I've got the characters for that. Then I'll probably get a random tank engine like Victor, or I don't know, another engine, and just paint that to make it as a mainline engine. Favourite Thomas Wooden Railway item? Ooh, Rickety. I don't have him, but Rickety's one of my favourites. The favourite one I have would probably be... I kind of like the 2013 Thomas. That's one of my favourites. Worst Hornby model? Bill and Ben. It's kind of ironic that the best Bachmann model is the worst Hornby model. Bill and Ben are awful in Hornby. They're too fat, they've got hardly any detail, they're just awful. Hornby or Bachmann? Ooh, okay, I can say it, I have to say Hornby, but I like Bachmann too. Like, engines in Hornby that I prefer over the Bachmann ones are Thomas, Percy, Henry, and yeah, Thomas, Henry, and Percy, because their models are really good, and probably Duck and like Oliver I prefer in the Hornby. But there's some engines like Edward and possibly James that I think Bachmann do much better. These questions are from James Fan 05. Favourite engine? That would have to be good old James. Favourite Hornby model? Favourite Hornby model? Thomas or Percy? Favourite episode? Dirty Objects. These questions are from SB on the Edward Fan. Rank the GBS engines worst to best. So the best one's Theo, then Merlin, then Frankie, Hurricane, Lexi. No, Beresford Lexi. I don't like Lexi. She's awful. Find her so annoying. So annoying. Good thing Frankie was good. Favourite piece of Hornby and Bachmann merchandise? You'd have to own it. I kind of would. Hornby Stepney's really good. I kind of like that. That's probably my favourite. How did you get interested in Thomas? So I liked it as a child. Then, like an ordinary kid, I just went off it. Then I came back to it after watching this YouTuber. I can't remember who. I think it was The Scotsman Returns. And I just kind of got back into it, watched the episodes. Then I started watching it. Then I came back. Then I stopped watching it. Then 2 years ago I came back, and I've been back since. Then I started making my series, which ultimately made me stay. This question is from Train Turtle. Are you a grill? No. Well, great question. This question is from Daiguin E2 Locomotive. Sorry if I butchered your name. What do you think in which season would be the narrow gauge episodes if Britt Allcroft produced the episodes in order they were written in the Railway series? Season 2 probably. If they did it in the order. Season 2. Favourite episode? Dirty Objects. Favourite narrator? Ringo Starr. Favourite character? James. Favourite season? 2 or 4. And if you're asking favourite CGI series, season 20 or 21, minus the bouncing. I don't like the bouncing. There are just some good stories in season 21 that I don't think the season should be. Even though I might as well bring this up now, but I don't, after season 20, none of it is canon to the series, in my opinion. Like, minus the Great... I know the Great Race comes before season 20, so Great Race, minus in season 20. Everything else, I don't find canon, so, like, stuff in season 21, like Edward leaving, Jenny Bill and Sodor, and Big World, Big Adventures, that's not Thomas. That's... It's still good, some of it, but I don't count it as Thomas. No way. What's your favourite Thomas special? So does Legend of the Lost Treasure. Who do you think should return to the series? Boko. But I know everybody says him, so I'm going to say Stepney. Actually, I would love Big World, Big Adventures so much more if Thomas went to England and saw Stepney. That would be amazing. Okay, these questions are from Frank the Arsdale Diesel 06. Do you absolutely despise Sharon Miller? No, I don't. I just don't agree with some of the stuff she did, like kicking out all the fan service characters. She was alright, but she was awful. There did have some okay stuff in the middle era, but most of it was awful. Fiery Flynn. Thoughts on the Flying Kipper? Okay, I've come to appreciate the Flying Kipper much more, and that's mainly because of Northwestern 04. I just appreciate that more as an episode and how big it was, and just how much Henry's seen a hero in that episode, and how he fights his illness, and then he gets his accident, and then it all ends with him all fixed and is in his new shape. It is truly one of the best episodes, but not my favourite. I would probably it would definitely be in my top 10 now. Who's worse, Billy or Charlie? Charlie, I don't like his jokes. They're awful. Billy, the only reason I like him more because of the colour. Do you like Hank? No, I don't. I don't like big American engines like Hank, Sam, Connor, Caitlin. They do not fit on Sodor. And I'm not being racist in that way. I don't think American engines fit in on Sodor, with the exception of Rosie, because Rosie's class was actually brought to England to work there. So Rosie I'm fine with. Engines like Timothy is fine. Just like ones that stand out of being American, like Connor, Caitlin, Sam, Hank, I just don't like. What do you think of Big World, Big Adventures currently? Actually, I forgot to answer a question about Big World, Big Adventures, I think, earlier. So I'll talk about Big World, Big Adventures now. Okay, it's gonna be okay in my opinion. Like, I think we should stop overreacting about Edward and Henry going. My opinions on Edward and Henry's leaving and Toby. Also, why is everybody forgetting Toby in this? Toby's been kicked out too, you know. Everybody's just forgotten him in all this. And when it's Edward, Henry and Toby, he's gone. I know he hasn't been a character really in the Steam team for a while. I think Edward and Henry, they've just ruined it by removing them from Tidwood Sheds. They're no longer part of the family. Nobody's there to stop an argument at Tidwood Sheds. So when Gordon and James are going to be the jerky characters of the series now. So when they start lashing out, there's nobody there who's going to stop them, because Emily won't. Thomas is too stupid. Percy's too stupid. Nia and Rebecca, I can't see them doing anything. So this is going to be arguments at Tidwood Sheds. Some stuff I like about Big World, Big Adventures, like Thomas getting to see the international engines. But I don't like Thomas bouncing, jumping off Gordon's Hill. Do not like that at all. Don't want to see that ever happening again. So, parts of it I'm looking forward to. The intro's kind of catchy. I really like the intro, but not as good as the engine vocal. So, yeah, kind of like all that. Favourite season? Season 2 or 4, I already answered that. Favourite narrow gauge engine? Duncan. Favourite YouTuber? Northwestern 04. Least favourite episode? Fiery Flynn. What do you think of Molly and Neville and Billy? Molly's awful, Billy's awful, Neville is good. What does Thomas and Friends mean to you? A lot. I'm just going to say a simple answer. I can't really explain it. I just like it. It's just amazing. These questions are from Kim Percy DuckTales. What inspired you to make Thomas Model Adventures? I was bored and I wanted to make a Thomas series like everybody else. And yeah, I think it's turned out really good. I have thought about cancelling it, but no, I'm not cancelling it. There's so much exciting stuff coming in Season 2. Just you wait, there's some very good stuff coming in that. I might as well give some spoilers about it. So I'm trying to think of some good spoilers I can reveal. Well, it's going to be dark, let's say that. The last few episodes will be dark. There will be a death, which you probably already know because of my teaser clip, which shows a death which you will not find out until Christmas time, because I've really got loads more stories to cover before then. So that's coming, I'd probably say the first episode, April time. I do need to make some more Edward's Branch Line episodes before then. Thoughts on logging locos? You mean logging losers? They're awful. I think they should not have been in the show at all. If they come back, I'm not going to be happy. And also think, why is Ferdinand getting so much merchandise? Adventures? Wood? Come on, he's not even in the show. Do kids even know who he is? And the last question is from Thomas and Friends Productions. If you could go to any city on Sodor, which one would it be? Knapford? Probably. So, there's all the questions answered. Sorry if I didn't answer them how you wanted to, and I hope you got everything you wanted out of this Q&A. I probably will do one soon in the future. Yeah, when I get more subscribers. And this is my kind of 250 subscriber celebration. So thank you all so much for subscribing. And yeah, bye.